Hello everybody, welcome to the ARMA Team League Season 6, 2025. With you here tonight is Veggie, and tonight I have Cheese with me. Good evening, Cheese.
Good evening, everyone.
Alrighty, we do have all the games underway, so we will be stepping here into Table 2 first, which has managed to work for me, going through the lobby rather than through the spectator link. So good idea, Cheese.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We have Kahaku Sage's Riichi Fingers, Puritan Double Reach, and Shinjin Club tonight. First off, so we've got a couple teams towards the top of the ladder, first, third, and seventh. With Puritan Double Reach, sort of
14th.
Yeah, 14th. Not too far off the cutoff still, so yeah, that's what I've sort of liked about this season so far. Is I feel like, well, up until the last set of Hanchans last week, every team was sort of well within like 2 firsts of making into the cutoff. But that seems to have shifted this a little bit recently.
Yeah, with the increase to 20 teams, it's obviously going to get to some point in the season where probably some of the teams have very little to no hope of making it. But yeah, definitely, even like 2/3 of the teams still have a good chance, even going into like the last set of Hanchans. But yeah, with this table, even for the first few rounds, we do try and feature the teams a good amount of times and try to get every player in. But there was some interest to watch this table. A couple of strong players we can see here. 2 4-dans. Max as well, who's a strong player. And then Papakak from Kohaku Rangers. I know Indonesia has some strong players as well. So looking forward to the game that these players bring.
Yeah, and as Yasumito pointed out as well, Rune is currently top of the individual standings, so 4th Dan and playing well so far in this the team league, so should be a very exciting game. A lot of skill to be shown, I think.
Yeah, crazy. Rune at the top with just 3 Hanchans, but plus 210.7.
Yep. on a good streak of games. I know, yeah, because we've already had him once on stream for interview. And I think it was last week. I think he had 2 more firsts. So, yeah, playing well. Which, Puritan Double Reach needs right now, because, yeah, as we said, 14th, so.
Looks like he played 1 game each week.
So
got
far. Okay, yeah.
Big first in all 3 of them, including one that I played with him.
Right. Well, should be starting here any second now. And there we are.
Starting with Dealer Max with Chun and Haku pair, as well as 2 Ryanmans and as well as Zora acceptance, so not too bad.
Yeah, potentially very fast hand here, and it's gonna need it. A set here already. Ishanten? No, that's Tempai.
Actually, Tempai.
Yeah, it was actually a Tempai, yeah.
Yeah, but does decline it with the 9-pin drop. Hoping for Tanyao, and it still has a pretty decent Ishanten even with this, and does get back into Tempai here on the 258 pin.
Yeah, very, very fast hand. Yeah, back into Tempai immediately, and picked up the Tanya. Has 2 Akadora. Like, this is a really nice hand.
Oh no, sorry, this is 3 6-pin. For reach Tanya Aka 2.
Yes. And yeah, we see Hoi immediately cut the Haku pair, and then got 2 more after it. They're gonna have to try and play around the early Riichi if they want to have any chance at his hand, but we might just see Papakak and Hoi fold unless they get value quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say Papakak was in a bit of danger. Their hand was, decent, with 2 Dora at the time, but does play it safe here. Potentially, if their hand progresses to Cheetoy, we could still see one of the 3 or 6 pin come out. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely in a lot more danger now. Hoi does find the Dora now, so might try and find their way into a Tenpai if they can manage it.
Hoi now upgrades to Rianmin, Ishanten. Will they push? They choose to sidestep with a Chun pair drop.
And Rune...
I didn't actually get to see if Hoi dropped the Haku Anko or if they drew a 3rd copy while they were dropping the.
I think it was a 3rd copy. I'm not positive. And Rune does decline to Khan with the extra Hatsu they've drawn, so probably just gonna fold this hand away now that they've drawn these 2 Sozu tiles. And the 5-mon.
One more 6 pin in the wall for Estet to draw. And Papakak didn't aggressively play their Cheetoy, chose to drop one of the 4-mon pairs.
Yeah. You have to be slightly frustrated as a set with such a quick hand to start with, and it looks like it's just gonna go to Rikyoku.
Oh, and there's the last 6 pin.
Yep, so...
they simmered the 5-8, so no baton instead.
Of course. But yeah, everyone ended up folding their hands away, so the set does manage to get the 2,000 net points in the end.
On to Rune's dealership. Dora is the 1 so, which we see one of in Max's hand.
Yeah, and very obvious 1, 2, 3 Sunshoku you could incorporate here, so.
Oh, that is a nice 3-mon draw.
Yeah, very nice.
Meanwhile, we see 2 of the Aka in Papakak's hand and the last one in Rune's. Not too bad shapes to work with.
No, from both these hands look quite good. Aset's hand, definitely the slowest of the bunch right now, but got some Ryamans to work with.
Yeah, just hoping for some good draws. Maybe try and get it to a Tanyao pin through. But, oh, there's a Riichi for Papakak on the Hanchan 2-mon. Actually, all in people's hands already. And pretty unlikely to come out at this point in time. I think we'd need to see a 5-mon drawn from Papakak.
Yeah.
For them to even be discarded at this point.
Yeah, they're pretty locked in for now.
Rune does find himself in Ishan 10 now. And same with Max. Will be interesting to see if they end up on the Kanchan with 1 Dora, if they decide to chase.
Yeah,
7-mon draws a bit difficult, but they choose to push it. They did have 1 mana as their only Genbutsu. Oh, 2-mon actually became Tsuji with the 5-mon being drawn from Papakak. And Estet does deal enter for Riichi Akatu.
Yep. Nice tidy pickup for Papakak there. Unfortunate for a set, but that's what happens with non-standard weights. Not much you can do. Alright, he's free starting off crib. We have a quick Haku pawn bite from Max, looking to cash in 2 Dora, hopefully. We'll need a 6-0 really to make use of both of them, or just to pair one up.
But that is a very quick tempai there for Estet on the Penchan 7-man for Riichi Dora 1. I'm very happy to reach that as the dealer. Put pressure on everyone.
Yeah. That is... What are you going to do now?
I think Max might just drop the 9-so here. Even though it's next to Dora, there's really not much more you can do. We might see a 1-pin. Goes with the 2-pin.
Right, yeah, so the 7-man Hanchan is still free in the wall. There's the 8-so for Max, so happy to have kept the 9-so, I guess. So decent odds you're going to pull one eventually with such an early Riichi, but we'll have to see how the hand plays out.
Yeah, still 3 left in the wall. Oh, and there's one of them. Riichi Semadora, Ura would be huge, and he does get it. Great bounce back there from Estet.
Yep. Tidy dealer manga. Starts this hand with a Dora. One also in Papakak's with Max's hand. Rune with the worst of the bunch at the start. Does have a complete Rianman.
Papakak also has 2 Aka to go with that Dora, so depending on how that hand progresses, that 1-so might come out, and I think Papakak will be happy to drop it if he needs to.
Yeah, I think so. Hand is pretty quick for Papakak, potentially. With this Itsu shape brewing in the Manzu.
Does choose to hold on to the more inefficient Dora as opposed to the 5-so.
You're always hoping you can maybe pair it up. But here with the 2-pin, the 1-pin, the 1-so does go now, so it makes sense. Alright, Rune's paired up his Seat Wind with 3 pairs at the moment.
Both Max and Rune's hand could speed up if they do manage to triple up their Yaku High. Oh, there's a Haku.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
Now we'll see Max probably call anything.
Yep. Haku Dora 2. Papakak does get to Ishan 10 for that potential Itsu. Would have to drop the Aka 5-pin at the moment. If they do manage to draw a 4 or a 6-pin, they'll be able to use that.
Yeah, votes to see Shanten now. And yeah, 8-man comes, so it's spawned by Max. Tempai waiting on a 3-so, which is all still in the wall. No, the 5-pin.
Rune with a pretty wide Ishan 10. Will be interesting to see if they decide to call for Tempai. If they do, it'd just be a 1-han hand, but if they do manage to keep it close, it could be like Riichi, North, Ipeiko. Oh! There's the closed Tempai. Should see a Riichi here. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, as you said, it really brings up the value of the hand now. But there's the 3-so for Max. Riichi Dora 2.
Onto
Alright.
E4. Hopcock's dealership with a Dora and an Aka. 3 Dora for Max, including the double 5-so Dora.
Yeah, and runes in a set's hands, more or less looking the same.
We could see a giant hand building here for Max. You know, potential 5-6-7 Sanshoku with Tanyao.
Yeah, no one's overly fast immediately. So it does have time to get a couple draws here. Did draw the 8 man, so the wrong side for the Manzu shape, but still time.
Will be interesting to see if they would call a 4 or a 6-0 if it were to come out. Or even a 3-pin pawn.
The hand has a lot of value. Of course, you don't know that everyone else's hand isn't as fast as you might expect, but you know, even with these couple draws now, Rune's already Ishanten, filling in some shapes very quickly, like the 7-so couple draws ago. Papakak not too far behind either.
Yeah, Rune does elect to drop back to Shanten, getting rid of the pencha.
He does Riichi on reaching his first tempo. For Riichi, Dora free.
Yeah, some people may like choose not to take the tempo. I might drop like a 9-so, hoping to improve. But yeah, Max just wants to take the Riichi Dora 3.
Yeah. Two 8-sos still left on the wall. Runes shouldn't come out unless they draw some weird Manzu like this. So some weird Sozu like this.
They are not tempo.
Yeah, not quite. Oh, there's the other one straight afterwards. Okay, so
If Rune gets a 5-so, it would be really bad.
Yeah,
Oh, and yeah, with the Roundman improvement, with the potential 3-4-5 Sanshoku, they drop the 8-so.
Yeah, makes sense. Unfortunately, it does dilly into the Riichi Dora for Rune. It does take us straight into South round now. Max with a pair of Hatsu could open this hand quickly. Can make use of Dora if they draw it, which they found one. Oh, hard commits here with the 5-so even.
Yeah, I mean, all the blocks are pretty decent. Interesting draw there for Max. Yeah, because you have 5 pairs. Does elect to drop the 5-man, which means that a normal hand is going to be pretty hard. I think the plan with the 5-man drop is they can still pivot to a open Honetsu, potentially.
Yeah. I believe that's the thought here for sure. Looking around the table, see a couple fast hands. Well, a set hands is very fast.
Yeah, really nice 6-man draw just now. Could pivot to Tanyao, Pinfu with the 1 Dora that they have.
And Rune just drew their 4th pair as well. Sorry, 5th pair. So also Ishanten. But yeah, there's a Dora draw for Max. So yeah, the 4-man's come out.
Ishanten for Estet. Quite a wide one as well. Oh, not the tempo you really wanted, but you do get the Tanyao. The Riichi Tanyao Dora 1.
Gets the Tanya, 2 7-0s left in the wall after Papakak draws one on the Patsu.
Really tough position here for Max. You know, you do have a Mangan brewing, but you would have to drop both the 3-0 and the 4-man, so they do elect to sidestep with their Hatsu drop, and does pick up Estet's winning tile now.
Yeah, it's quite difficult because Estet's Pond gives very little to work with.
Rune in the think tank here. Ishan 10 for a potential Chitoy Dora 3.
Because of the 1 mana.
But Alexa dropped one.
Yeah. Oh, 7-0.
Oh! Yeah, Max did choose to try and push that potential Chinetsu Dora 2 as a minimum. But yeah, deals in to the Riichi Tanyao Dora of Estet.
Yeah. So, Rune's dealership here in last at the moment. Not looking great looking around the table here. Set's obviously already pawned this Haku. This hand could be very quick for him. Max's hand could also be quite quick with the right set of draws. Same with Papakak's, really.
Yeah, Ishan 10 for Estet already.
And you like Rune really wants to try and build some value here, but he's not going to be given the time to do so. Does have 2 Dora.
Might just be too slow. Papakak also Ishan 10 now.
Yep.
For that Tanyao.
Another Dora draw for Rune.
Oh, Ishan 10 for Max as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough. No, there's no way that's tempo.
Surprised to not see Estet keep that 8-pin to be able to chi the Pinzu for tempo.
When they paused it for so long, I was like, wait, is that tempo? But yeah, no. Yeah, choosing
Might be keeping the 8-1 as a safe tile against the dealer, perhaps?
Yeah, possibly. Everyone being given some time here as a couple draws goes by without any improvements. Rune finally connects to the Aqua 5-man.
Yeah, Rune's actually kind of catching up. Does drop the Dora. 2-so would be a big draw if they can get that. Oh, but they get the Ryanman instead. Surprisingly, Rune is the first to Tempai, which is great for him. Reaching for Riichi Dora Aka on the Hanchan 2-so, which there's 2 left.
Yeah. Good news for Rune. Set good Chi-Dat for Tempai.
Yeah, actually, Estet didn't even pawn the or chi the 7-pin for Tempai before. That 3-6 could have been their winning time.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have had calls off. Yeah, that's interesting.
They do get an upgrade here to the 4-7, so if they wish to take it, but it would be a double Musuji. So they go with the safe 7-pin drop.
Yeah. Oh, and has drawn the 2-so here. Swaps, well, Throws a safe 7-pin, doesn't swap for just now. Ooh, I got 5-pin.
Yeah, 10-pi for Papa Cock, but they are 3-10 on the 3-6 pin, so they choose not to push the 6-0. Max doesn't have a Genbutsu.
Yeah, trying to find the tile, does not find the right one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ishidora Aka 7,700 back into Rune's pocket.
Yep.
Still in 4th place, but definitely much closer.
Yeah, a lot healthier position to be in for Rune.
Wakes up with a decent hand. 1 completed shake with 3 roundments. Oh, that's a great 5-pin draw. Ishan 10 for a potential 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku.
Yeah, can even make use of the Dora if they draw the other end. It's really nice snooking. Lot of very fast snooking hands on the table, really. I thought Hoi was actually Ishanten on Hyper, but not quite.
I don't expect Rune to pawn the Chun if it comes out. I think you lose too much value.
Yeah, unless it starts to get maybe towards the end of the second row. But I think he's going to try and keep that as the pair and look for a Riichi.
Nice 8-0 to draw for Max, puts him into Ishan, round and Ishan 10. But Tenpai for Rune on the 8-pin draw, unfortunately, can't get the Sanshoku. But on the 5-8 man, wait 8 man, 1 extra Dora.
Still 3
5
in the
left.
wall. Yeah, 5 left total.
5.
Yeah.
There's one of them.
3 Dora.
Actually, all 4 of them are Dora because the last 5 mans are Aka.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yep, fair enough. So, very good odds on Rune to have a nice sumo if they find it. Well, there goes the Aka 5 man, but...
We'll see how aggressively Max pushes this, because they are Roundman, Ishan 10 with an Aka, and 4th place is reaching. So we see a 4-pin push right there.
Yeah, set folded away their potential Tenpai on a 2-so draw, being right next to the Riichi tile as well. So definitely being cautious about the 4th place Riichi. The table might be at this stage. Yeah, but we'll have to see what Max chooses to do.
Yeah, 2-so gets shoved by Max.
Yeah.
Which lets Estet drop the 2-so, and now it's back into Ishan 10. Unfortunately, they do get Tenpai. A 5-man would deal in. 8-man gets drawn by Max. Again, there's not too many safe tiles to work with. So Max does go with a 9-so drop.
Yeah. Probably the safest of the lot, and not by much.
I think the 9-so came out by
just
after the reach.
It did come out just after, right? Yep, you're right. For some reason I thought there was calls, but there wasn't.
Estet maneuvering back into Ishan 10 once again. But that's free 10. So they might not take it, especially because 5-man's a double Musuji. But they do Riichi. Dealing in. Luckily it's the cheap side, Riichi, but does hit Endura, which is good for Rune. Nice hit on 1st place as well.
Yeah. Now everyone within 12,000 points between 1st and 4th. So back to anyone's game at this stage. So Jundora, max with 1. A set with the Haku pair does pawn when offered. Very fast hand, Ishanten. Better Ishanten.
And tempo. Papakaka also Tempai. 5-so draw gives them a potential E-Peiko as well.
Yeah, will be there's the tile that gets you there but does deal straight into assets.
Yeah, unfortunate timing because Estet just managed to upgrade their Champon into a Roundman right as Papakaka gets Tempai and needs to discard that 5-1.
Yeah. So Asset getting a little bit back, but not as much as they gave away. But is in first place in South Ri.
Yeah, still good to move the dealership along. Now they just need to hold this for their dealership as well as Papakak's.
Yep. Hand is slow compared to someone like Max's who's already Ishan. Not quite Ishanten.
True Shanten.
Two Shanten. Papakak hedging a potential Honitsu hand here. Yeah, and I said does
Rune.
Chi.
Rune with that 7-man draw does find themselves an Ishanten with a Dora and an Aka. Does improve there. Should just see a 9-pin drop.
Yep. Ooh.
Interesting decision here for Rune. Obviously, the most efficient discard would be just to throw the 6-0 back, which Rune does.
Yeah, that should give a fair bit of information to the table.
Unfortunately for Rune, a lot of the 5 and 8-0s are actually dying. There's only 3 left that they can see.
Yeah, definitely should be giving concern because it's not really the hand you can open for Rune.
Looking back at the Honitsu of Popcock, they did manage to pair up the Chun, who finds themselves in Ishanten.
Yeah, it's been given time to find some more honor tiles and has been rewarded. Max has been floating this sort of 2 Shanten, Ishanten and the whole time as well.
They do elect to call the 7-man. So currently banking on the 1-pin and 1-man for their Sanshokyu as their Yaku.
Yep. They're gonna need to find the last 1-pin themselves. I guess there's a world in which Papakak decides they don't want it. Like now when they're Tempai. On this, it would just be Honitsu. A set moving closer towards their own Tempai, having to hard find this Tanyao. Hoi moves into Tempai, waiting on that last 1-pin. So now could run if someone discards it. 7-pin by a set does get pushed. We'll deal into the Honitsu.
Onto all last. Pretty close positions between people.
Yeah, so 5,000 from Papakak in second to first. Was that 4,600 from Rune to Papakak?
And 1,400 between third and fourth.
Yeah. So there's definitely first is up for play, but obviously even just a simple position improvement is up for play as well. And a set started with a lot of Binzu tiles, and we'll be happy just to take away a quick first here. But
yeah, on the 369, so and I think we might see 9 come out from Rune here, transitioning for a Tanyao, and does deal in.
Yep. So yeah, Max does take third off Rune, who does end up falling to fourth. Set keeps first, Papakak takes second. And as you see, we will be trying to get a set in for an interview. We'll see if the replays work. They do. Okay.
Oh, it's true.
Where am I? It's in round, yeah. Here they are. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
Any thoughts about the Hanchan overall?
I was a bit embarrassed to be on stream, to be honest. I didn't realize, and I think I played pretty poorly, but I was very glad to see some decent hands there, and once again they pulled through.
Yeah, you had quite a few very quick hands in this Hanchan. From the get-go, basically.
Yeah. The first hand was really good, and I regret my choices, but I mean, it was what it was.
So you took this this 3/6 pin weight straight away. Did you, when you say you regret it, did you instead wanted to wait a bit longer to see if you could find something else?
I think I should have dharmed it and then seen if I could have got a 258. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I just think there was better shapes around, to be honest, and I committed to that one. I chose that one partly because I was just like staring at my screen and wasn't processing properly, and partly because I'd seen the 1-8 out already. But realistically, that still comes out slightly favorably, I think. So I think I took the worst possible choice, actually.
Right. I mean, yeah. If like when we saw the Riichi, like it kind of makes sense because it's so early and you can really put pressure on the table. But at the same time, we're thinking, well, maybe you should have waited. I mean, I don't think it's a mistake as such, but
yeah. I think it was slightly not very table aware of me. I was just entering in the first hand, and I've got a new setup. I'm got pretty poor internet, so I'm hotspotting to my tablet, and I haven't done that before. I think I was just trying.
Yeah.
My head was all over the place anyway.
Yeah,
But it was very
that.
hard. Pretty hard to focus. Yeah, and then the next hand you did deal into the 5,200. Unfortunately, after the 5-man became the 2-man became Suji, and you did have a pair.
Yeah.
But then you were able to immediately bounce back on your dealership with a nice 4K all hitting that Ura.
That was very nice. That helped. Yeah, I was feeling like, this could be rough. After it felt like a bit of a misplay, and then that deal in.
Yeah,
it was very nice.
Yeah, no, it definitely could have been a lot more challenging if you hadn't won this hand right here, I think.
Yeah.
So it did end up being quite lucky. You're able to just pull the Dora, not the Dora, pull the 7-man, pull the Uradora. That
Yeah, perfect.
great,
Just what you dream.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't exactly smooth sailing from there. The Hanchan had a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I felt I played the second to last hand pretty poorly as well. I just didn't have a good read, and I don't know. In the end, I wasn't super scared of the hand, but I think I shouldn't have dealt in on that. Really.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I mean, I guess the question is if you'd found Tenpai, without
I think I
throwing
would
in the 7-pin.
Yeah, I think I would have probably. Well, that was it, right? I thought I couldn't anymore with the 6th choice. The 6th choice seemed to be wrong. But it had, it had passed pretty recently. I could have just dropped green though. At least wait until that decision comes later.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, I had once I pressed it, I was like, oh wait a second, I think I'm missing something here. But it was just like that. Anyway, I didn't think perfectly clearly on it. But in the end, it wasn't too bad, and still managed to keep my lead. I had a pretty convincing lead at this point, thankfully. So ending my dealership without a big sumo was actually all I needed. Put me in a good space, South 4. So yeah.
Yeah, I think in South 4 it was quite good that both Max and Rune were pretty close. So Max did go for a quick hand as opposed to like trying to get a upset hand that could take over your first place.
I was looking to get some decent points on that hand, but I was still very happy to see that outcome. With such a huge first bonus in this tournament, it's like, you still want a good hand here and there, but it's all worth points. But locking in the first is so much more meaningful.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it was fortunate in the end that like she said, Max wasn't looking for a grab first and just looking to take third in the end. Because I mean, you say convincing lead, and it is true in the sense that it's not a simple lead to overtake, but we have seen quite a few times in this tournament already where people will try to aim for those like 12k swing hands at the end of the game.
Oh, absolutely. You can only do what you can do, though, right?
Yeah, exactly,
I've dealt in a bunch of times. So I'm pretty pleased to be in such a good position anyway. At that point, like, you might get second, but it's pretty unlucky to get lower than second.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's at least a little bit of security in that. You're going up one way or another, just hoping to get the max.
Yeah,
the max point.
Exactly.
So I got pretty lucky, I think, overall. But it was a good game. And it was nice to play.
Yeah, and a very good first to get at this point where Riichi fingers are hovering around the border at the moment, and you were playing two of the teams above you. So good to make some points up there, as well as give your team a bit of a buffer at this point in time.
Yeah.
Hopefully the next game goes so well.
Oh, surely it will.
Yeah. I mean, precedent suggests I should just keep on getting firsts forever, really.
Yeah, naturally. Well, I did just click over to the individual standings. I saw that you're at least up the top for now. So.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but
trending
I'm not
upwards.
Done. Yep. Why stop now? Let's keep on going.
Alrighty. We'll call things Ed. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. And good luck with the rest of your games.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Alrighty. Oh, that is not the button. Alright. So where are we sitting? We have 3 results come in, so we should have games still going. Should we try and have a look? See if the lobby's working?
Sounds good.
Where are we? Oh, this is just taking me back to the same game. That makes sense. Because I'm in the replay. Yeah. And we do have one game still going. In South 3. Isn't this interesting? Two very early Riichis from Yuto and Mai.
Mai on the Aka 5-pin Tanki, which is being shared with Yuto on the 5/8-pin Bebitan.
So not often you see a Tanki Riichi weight like that. Well,
Oh, but the roundman wins.
Yeah, naturally.
And a very good roundman, Tanyao Dora 3.
Yeah, Toad was already in a strong first in this Hanchan, and that is just cemented even further now with a almost 30-point gap down to second. So Mai starts with an Anka, the Wests, Tudora. At least a hand to try and get back second for now.
Oh, good 6-man draw, being able to utilize that Dora.
Yeah. Yuto with 4 pairs, but very regular looking hand otherwise. This is the hanging Dora for now. 8-man for Mai. It's great. This hand is...
Azriel is Ishan 10 with 1 Dora. Just need any hand to keep their second place.
Yeah, really hoping to see that Fremon.
Or alternatively, maybe draw like a Pinzu so they can drop the Hanchan and maybe call for a quick Tanya. But Mai is 10 pi. But considering it's early and 1 2-so's dropped, might we see a 1-so cut? And we do.
Yeah, I like that personally. Toad. There's 10 pi for Mai and 10 pi for Azriel. Did find the free man.
Oh no, my backfired on the 2-so Patsu. But because the shades were still good, does find himself with a 5/8-pin roundman versus Azriel's 6/9-pin. Oh my god. What is this? Sandoko Sana. Sorry. Yeah, Sandoko Sananko for a Dama Mangan.
Yep. Oh, I want to see the Sandoko win so bad.
And Yuto's just picking up people's weights.
Yeah, so what have we got? So we've got 5/8-pin for Mai, we've got 6/9-pin for Azriel, and then 5/8-so for Toad, who does super.
Oh,
that's disgusting.
Sumo, Sanako, Sandoko.
It's
back-to-back mangans when we join in.
That's a funny hand. Alright, so yeah, Toad does win. Toad was playing for Pinfu Pals, who are in dire needs of points. They were down in 19th. Azriel picks up a second for All In, who were in 5th. Mai picks up a third for Crimson Wanderers, who's still hovering around the cutoff. They're in 9th at the moment. And Yuto with a 4th for JC Fight Mahjong Fight Club B, who is still lagging towards the bottom of the table, unfortunately. I do believe all the games are finished, but we are missing one of the replay links. But if we bring up the standings here, do we have all the games in? Oh, I guess I just can't count. Oh no, we are missing the first one. Okay, yep. Yeah. In the meantime, I guess we can quickly look at the standings here. So yeah. I mean, with just one game, things haven't shifted too much, but things do shift around. Shinjin clubs maintaining their first. Very strong showing so far by the players. We can see 3 of them in the top 6 in the individual standings at the moment. Kakuseiji second, Yakinikiman third, Tanyo Sensation fourth. Riichi Fingers, who we just saw play, up in 6th at the moment. As you said, they've managed to take some points off the teams in front of them, which is great for them. Dongkong Hong in 8th with the cutoff at 50 points. More or less stayed the same so far throughout this season. Crimson Wanderers dropping back under the cutoff at 39 points. And yeah, then the team sort of just string out from there on downwards. So we will take a short break here while we wait for the next set of games to start. We will be watching Table 4 with JC Mahjong Fight Club B, Kohaku Jester, All In, and Tanya Sensation. So we'll be seeing you in about 8 minutes or so. Alrighty, we're back. Thank you for your patience. The next set of games has gotten underway, so we will be jumping into table 4 here in just a second when I remember to update the game number. So here we are with how are we going to do this? Liersa?
Lursa?
Lursa, yeah. ZG Ray, Fuminon, and Rinrino for this set of games between All In, Tanya Sensation, JC Fight Club, Mahjong Fight Club B, and Kohaku Jester. So obviously JC Mahjong Fight Club B in dire need of points sooner rather than later. Kohaku Jester in 11th, Tanya Sensation in 6th, and All in 4th. So we will be watching 3 teams fight, nearby the cutoff range, and then hopefully JC Mahjong Fight Club B manages to pick up a first and closes the gap more to the rest of the table. And because after this week has finished, well, actually, we are almost exactly halfway through.
Yeah, after the first game of tomorrow.
After the first game of tomorrow, yeah. So yeah.
And I think all 4 of these players are new to the team league.
I believe so. Unless
I don't believe Ray was in previous Tanya Sensation teams.
Not by that username.
Yeah.
I'll quickly double check the Discord name. No. I'm pretty sure this is a new player for Team League. So yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they play. Should be starting here about 20 seconds or so. And in case anyone didn't see the Team League channel, I did find the cause for the spectator link not working. It is Suno messing around the back end things, so should be fine by hopefully tomorrow, if not by next week. So we start here with Lursa for All In, starting with a East Dora, the only one.
Would be massive if they managed to pair that up.
But yeah, Fuminon did start with a pair of Chun, and it does pawn when offered.
Ooh, Rinrino with an Haku Anko now. Chushan 10.
Yeah, would be interesting to see the call straight away to cash it in. No, one Akadora spotted, and then one East spotted, so not a lot of value going around the table right now.
Very nice 7-pin draw previously from Lursa. Finds themselves into Tempai for the Hanchan 4-pin, but would need to drop the East Dora, which they don't want to take. They do throw that back.
Yeah, very understandable. Even if you can't make use of it, you don't want someone else to make use of it. And Fuminon now Tempai on the 7-so, 4-so. 4 left in the wall. No Daimin Khan from Rinrino. There is a 7 so. So
Ooh, it might come out
Yeah.
if Lursa wants to stick with the Ryankan and try and Dora Tanki. Thinking about it.
yeah.
Yeah, it does come out.
The alternative would be there's really no real alternative.
Well, yeah, you could drop like another 1 pin, you could drop the ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're more likely just gonna throw Sumagirian, which is what we saw happen. Alright, so East 2. Fuminon cashing in their 1k hand. ZG Ray starts with a couple connected blocks.
Not much value, unfortunately. No Dora or Arca in their hand. Lursa with a really nice hand here. Chucks the Penchan now. Does have 1 Dora.
Yep, in a Riaman, which is nice to see. Rin Reno as well with these first couple draws. He's drawn a couple Manzu tiles. Sort of working towards maybe a Tanyao, throwing 9 pin, throwing the 9 so out as well. ZG Ray with 4 pairs at this stage.
Yeah, Fuminon also with 4 pairs.
So everyone with a interesting hand early on. Will be interesting to see where they go with these. Free so backfire. Fifth pair for Fuminon.
Yep, think we'll see them commit to the Cheetoy here.
Yeah, it was
Rest of their shapes aren't very good.
just a matter of which they choose to cut. So they go the 1 cut and 9 pin. You'll sometimes see people choose to hold on to like terminals or honors because they're make for better weights for a Cheetoy weight, but yeah, this goes to the 9 pin. Ooh, there's a 1 man for Lursa, now Ishan 10. Riaman. Still the only one with a 8 so Dora. Yeah. And ZG Ray is looking to go more towards the standard hand. Fumin on Tenpai is waiting on the 6 so, which is immediately drawn by Renrino for Cheetoy Dora 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, would have been nice to have that 9-man in their hand, but they did keep the option for a potential normal hand instead. There's a second Dora for Lursa.
Yeah, can still make use of it in a Tenpai, but it is a bit awkward. Yeah, Rinrina also getting closer to a Tenpai, but would have to end up pushing this Musuji's 6 so.
Yeah, I think it might come out if they do get Tenpai. Especially if they get like a 4-pin.
Ooh, saved.
Oh, 2-so is Genbutsu.
Yeah.
Nice. Eight-man does get shoved by Lursa. And there's Tenpai. Will they chuck the Dora or the Suji 7 Sir? They go with the Dora. Wide awake.
Very brave.
Oh, and the 9 Sir gets immediately drawn by Rinrino. Oh no. But 2 Riichis and...
Yeah.
it does come out. The Riichi
Yeah.
Pinfu Dora, no Ura.
You're maybe hoping that with the 8-so coming out, it wasn't Ariaman. But does deal in, unfortunately. So, Fuminon now, an East 3 dealer. Starts with a very nice fast hand, potentially. With an Aka 5-pin already able to be used.
Rinrino also has some Nightshades, has a floating Aka 5-man, which can connect to the Dora. Tanyao possibilities.
Yeah. The other 2 hands are a bit slower immediately. With a lot of honors to work through. 6-pin goes very nicely into Fuminon's hand now.
Yep.
So 9-so comes out, keep the Ryankan shape.
Yep. Let's have a nice Ishan 10 with Ipeiko if they can get the 4-pin. Oh, there's the connection to that Aka 5-man.
Yeah, Rinrino's hand now really comes to life. Yeah, and both Lursus and ZG Ray's hands are catching up, as you'd expect. ZG Ray now with 4 pair. Yeah, 2 Dora, 4 pairs, but hand could still be played very normally. Yeah, we see.
And they elect to, they do elect to cut one of their pairs.
Yep.
Ooh, nice 5-man draw there. But that's Tenpai for Fuminon on the 1-4 pin. Riichi Pinfu, Dora, and then Tanyao and Ipeiko on the 4P.
Yep, Rinrino Chief for Tenpai as well, waiting on the 3-6-man. Which is 1 left? No, dead. No, it was 1 left.
Oh, there was
one.
Oh no, that is the worst. Oh, and they're back.
And they see it. Oh, that hurts.
Well, it's Genbutsu against the Riichi now, so it might actually come out from CJ Ray's hand, especially. Oh, Anko's up the Dora, but does choose to drop the West instead.
And Yalursa is just out of the hand at this point.
I think there is still one more 3-6-man. I know all.
Yeah, there
A
is.
6-man. There's the last 1 pin for Fuminon. So they also just have 1 weight left. And Tenpai for CJ Ray on the 5-8-so. 8-sos are dead. And 2 5-sos left. Oh, 1 5-so, sorry. There's 1 called away by Rinrino.
Yeah.
So it's a 1v1v1.
ZG Ray upgrades to a potential Sancho now as well. If they draw the 5-star right now. Okay.
Well, they still have 2 draws left from the...
6.
Oh, there's Well, okay, all is right in the world. Reno still got their 3,900.
Yeah. That's incredibly bad timing, but yeah. Does manage to find the last 6 man. So, yeah, all is right. East 4. We start in Reno's dealership here. Scores haven't moved around too much. Reno's hand starts with a lot of like 2 Hanchans, a lot of honor tiles. It's kind of yuck, especially compared to the other hands on the table. Lesser with a hanging Dora. Fuminon with the Dora and Brianna with another Arca. Same with ZG Ray. I am suffering with his name tonight. A lot of Pinzu tiles. Nice 3-man draw for Lursa. Fills in their Penchan now. Ishanten. Just for over 2 so no more Dora usage if they do find it. Sorry, that was the Dora. Not making use of it anymore, rather. Upgrades the weight.
Oh, nice 4-pin there for Fuminon. Ishanten. Should see a 3M, most likely. Yep.
And we do. Reno did fill in the 7-man Kanchan. Now has what could be an Itsu, if given enough time. ZG Ray also catching up.
Yep, Ishanten.
Should just see the Friso come back out.
Does choose to maximize their Ishanten by dropping the 6-man.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Tempai for ZJ Ray on the Kanchan 3-pin for Riichi Dora 1. 1 left in the wall, and Tempai for Fuminon on the 1-4 so. Which
4 so
5 left in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the last 3-pin. Yeah, very unlikely to see it come out from Lursa as it's unsafe against both players.
Reno did
go
1-man, which did give him a Tempai, but with no Yaku.
Yeah, so it couldn't run the 3-man. Let's find themselves back into Tempai with 1 door in it also now.
You could push that 2-man, and they do.
Still 4 of Fuminon's weights in the wall.
Yeah.
7-man is pushed by Renreno.
Well, I feel like if you're willing to push it, you might as well Riichi as well.
Well, they can drop another 7-1 here. There's a 1-so drawn by Lursa. Oh, and there's a 3-so, but no Yaku still. And they fold on the 8-man. Yeah, not being able to keep their dealership. They're just Tempai for the 2 Riichis.
Takes us into
Pretty
South
unfortunate.
Round. Yeah, very
pretty
unfortunate.
unfortunate for Fiminon to not be able to win that hand.
So many weights in the wall at the start, and yeah, just couldn't find them. So we go to Lursa's South dealership here. Can accept Dora, whatever they draw. Draws a pairs up the East after the other 2 have been thrown, of course.
Yeah.
I
mean, the good news is they were missing a pair.
Yeah, that's true. Fumidon paired up the South with their first draw. So they could choose to open, but at the moment, not a lot of value. Would have to find the last remaining South. Rinrino's hand looks quite good. If I can wrap my tired brain around this, that is 2 Shantan.
Yes.
Yep.
Very nice Dora draw as well, upgrading that to a Rianmin.
Yep. Same for ZG Ray as well. Did that a couple turns ago. There's another Dora.
Might go towards Tanyao.
Yep.
And they do open for it.
That is Ishantan now. Is it? No. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Aka 5 so draw for ZG Ray. And Chun also got paired up and now pawned by Fumina.
Yeah, which is good. Gives the hand much needed value.
But Tempai for our dealer. Making use of that East pair, even though it was dead. Riichi only, but happy to take that as a dealer. Also the extra 2,000 to Riichi 6 in the middle.
Yep, it's not a bad pickup, all things considered. That is not quite Tempai.
Ishan 10 might. Depends how greedy they want to be. If they want to be able to pawn the South, which they do, they go with the 3M Cup, which gives Rinrino Tempai for Tanyao Dora 2 on the Hanchans 6th pin, which is all in the wall.
All in the wall. Compared to 3 in the wall for Lursa.
It gets that upgrade now, adding a further 3 3-pins. So 7 weights for Rinrino versus not many left for
It's
Lursa.
actually two left, yeah.
And the 3-pin comes out.
Yep. Tanyadora 2. Yeah, Fumidon is completely unable to make use of that 3-pin with the 1 call. Just tried to get it through to no avail.
The CG Ray's last dealership currently in 3rd place on 25,500. Unfortunately, not waking up with the best of hands. A lot of bad shapes and no Doras.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough ask. Because we do see a couple very quick hands from Rinrino and Lursa here.
Rinrino in Ishan 10 and Lursa with Dora 3, potential Hatsu Honitsu as well.
Yeah.
And does just send the Honitsu.
Yeah, considering they've got the free hanging honor tiles and they just straight away with the Pinzu tiles, it seemed destined. So people should be aware of what's going on here.
Upgrade of the Ishan 10 here for Rinrino, but would need to cut the Dora, so they go with the Tuso cut instead. I think if they didn't want to cut the Dora, the best would have been to cut the 9-man, 7-man to guarantee the Tanyao.
Yeah, quite possibly. They still can. Let's pivot towards it now, that 6-man.
Yeah, that 6-man's really good because now they can pick up a 5-man for Tanyao as well.
Yep.
BG Ray trying to get closer and closer to Tenpai does complete their Penchan there. Gives a 1-so over to Lertha, which also puts them into Tenpai for that Hanuman waiting on the 7-so.
Yeah. ZG Ray's picked up a couple nice draws throughout the course of this like first set of like 6 or 7 draws, but has sped up Lertha's hand quite a bit in doing so. Which is to be expected. 6-pin does fit into Fuminon's hand here, but chooses for now to break one of the 9 pins. And we did see the 9-man come out for Rino as well. Khan choice here for Lertha.
Doesn't take it. Boo.
Khan for fun gnashing their teeth at the moment.
Oh, and there's a bit of a backfire there for Rino, but Sumo for Lertha. Hatsu, Honitsu, Dora 3.
Yeah, that's a massive Hanuman win for Lertha.
Yeah.
Breaks the Hanchan wide open with that.
Yeah, especially now it's already South 3. Just needs to survive 2 more dealerships. Fuminon here with a Haku pair as well as a Dora pair. Pairing up a 6-0 here as well. Could
Yeah,
definitely see them open up for a quick 5,800 minimum.
yeah, you'd be happy to do that with dealer and just run Chan and go again. You're in.
Unfortunately for them, the other 2 9-0s are in Rinrino's hand.
Yeah. So unlikely to see those come out. But not impossible.
Meanwhile, Lertha working towards a Tanyao. We'll see how aggressively they want to play the hand. They want to try and get a quick 1,000 point hand to move the Hanchan along.
Yeah.
And
You would think they'd be inclined to do so. They can't see any Dora at all.
ZG Ray is in Ishan 10, but it would be Riichi only and bad weight. They do have a pair of their North Wind as well.
Norths are live, so maybe you can anchor them up and get a bit more value out of the hand. We do see
Yeah, we
Lertha
do see
open.
Lertha.
Yeah.
Yep. Not completely aggressive. Does drop the 4-so and keep a safe West tile in their hand. Oh, Haku gets anchored up by Fuminon, and they drop their 6-so pair, which is really good. Because now that 9-so can be confirmed as their pair.
Yep. Was hoping
Gunman,
that was the
Sun
line they were
Chan.
going to go with, and they do.
Ooh, interesting choice here with the potential 4-5-6 Sanshoku. But they elected just to maximize their Ishan 10. Happy with the Haku Dora 3 that they have.
Understandably so.
Ooh, Aka 5-so draw for ZG Ray.
There's the value. There's the Tempire.
Yep.
There is the Riichi.
And does Riichi. Yep, waiting on the Kanchan 8-man. 2 left.
Rino keeps drawing Pinzu tiles. Still Ishan.
Reno now in Ishan 10 for Dora 3 of their own. So both Fuminon and Rinrino can't use the 8-man, and they both have very valuable hands. So
Yep.
I think if they draw it, it'll definitely come out.
Yeah. Willing to risk that on a Riichi Suji, I think, with that value. I mean, this will be the tell. Yeah, the 2-man comes straight out.
Well, 2-man was Genbutsu.
Oh, 2-man was Genbutsu. Of course it was, naturally. But yeah, regardless.
Yeah, like we do see the 3-so come out from Fuminon.
Yeah.
And there's Tenpai. 4-7 pin is Riichi Genbutsu. So it does elect for the Dharma. 12,000 points. Oh!
We'll collect it with Rinrino trying to work around the Riichi. We'll deal in.
The worst. Try to fold against the Riichi only to deal into a Dharma. Mahjong is unfair.
You're not wrong. So Fuminon now up to 26,000 points. Basically just flipped positions with Rino, I think.
And does have a decent hand again. South Anko with a Dora Roundman.
Yep, if they can hold off Lursa here, who woke up with a quick hand of their own. Ishan 10 now. Rina's hand also quite quick if they can fill in either of the Hanchans that they have.
Could be expensive as well if they manage to pivot towards like a Junchan. That helps quite a lot, and they can also get Sanshoku from that.
Yeah. Clearly on their mind, because yeah, the 6-man was the first one to come out without much thought at all. Alright, as we reach the end of the first row, still waiting on the first upgrade, and Lursa gets offered a rearmament, which they're happy to take.
Also setting up the Suji trap if they end up on the Shampon weight. There's Ishan 10 for Fuminon, filling in their bad shape. Roundman. We'll see if they like to open their hand, if they're offered.
Yeah, getting to the end of the second row here, and you start to feel the pinch of time, as it were. Listen out in an even better Ishan 10, ZG Ray as well, slowly improving their hand. There is not quite Tenpai.
I think, yeah, I like the 6-pin, 7-pin drop because you get the extra fu by keeping the 5-pin as an anchor. Renrino, unfortunately, wasn't able to progress much further after pairing up that 1-pin.
Yeah.
Still 2 Shanten.
He's drawing a lot of like edge styles, but not the ones you're looking for.
Yeah.
And the hand is basically stagnated at this point. As we move on to the third row.
ZG Ray offered a Chi here to move towards Tanya, which they do, dropping the 1-0 pair. 5-pin gets conned by Firmino, flipping west as a new Dora.
Just basically dead already.
Mm-hmm.
Does offer obviously extra Ura if people are willing to Riichi this late into the hand. If anyone can get Tempai. There's a 7-man. Rinrino.
Nice.
Finally in
There's
Ishan.
one more 9-pin. One more 9-pin, 2 more 9-thos for them.
One draw left for everybody. There's the last 9-pin.
Mm-hmm. And Fiminon not able to get to Tempai, not even offered the chance to Chi
Yeah.
from ZG Ray.
That's basically how this hand has gone for almost everybody. No one's really been given the chance to open apart from ZG Ray towards the end here. And even...
Oh, there's Tempai!
Ooh.
Riichi with no draws left. Just 2 tiles left. Oh my god, Tempai.
Tempai for Rinrino.
Oh my god. Riichi, Ipatsu, Nan, Dora, Aka, Earl 1 for Dealer Hanuman. Massive for Fiminon. What a massive Riichi.
Jeez, alright.
Oh my god, and look at this hand.
Yeah, so a couple different ways that hand can go for Fuminon. Friso Dora. We see Lursa with one at the moment. Ooh.
Isha Tenchi toy for Fuminon.
And I mean, doesn't even have to be a chi toy. This hand could be very expensive.
Yes. ZG Ray also doesn't have that bad of a hand. Unfortunately, not too much value. I would pawn this 9, sir.
I would probably also pawn that 9, sir.
But they choose not to. Instead, drawing a south.
Rinrino's hand as well isn't that slow yet. It goes with a 9-pin.
Yeah. They really like to draw around either the Arca 5-pin or a 3-so to connect to their 4-so.
Yep.
Or might just move towards a Honetsu.
Either or, if they can't find what they need before too long. Both the Wests are already gone. Just a little bit of a dampener on it. Finally, Lursa, who just had their first place stripped away from them in 2 hands, also has a Ishan 10 hand already, but again, not much value. Basically none.
If they do get the 4-so for Tempai, they do get to use that Dora. Rinrino with another Manzu draw.
Fiminon connects to their Arca 5, so that is Tempai for Lursa.
Yep. I think you just have to chuck the 3-so Dora here, and they do. Waiting on the 4-7-so for Riichi Nomi. Ooh, another Manzu for Rinrino, but once again, the cursed 4-so.
The poison.
Poisoned 4-so.
Yeah.
They do sidestep for now with the West hair drop.
They're gonna keep getting
no.
offered these. Well,
Oh. Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter in the end. Forso is sumoed for Riichi Sumo. With 2 Honba. Puts us
Going into all last, gap between first and second is just 2,500 points.
Yeah, up for grabs here. Chundora with Lursa with 1 with an Akadora. Same with Fuminon without the Chun.
Lursa with a decent hand to be able to overtake Fuminon with, does have the Aka or the Chun that they can connect to. Maybe add a Riichi and a Pinfu and you're good to go.
Fuminon just drew back-to-back Chuns. So yeah, this will be an interesting hand from here on out.
Ooh,
Zuki
Reno
Ray.
passing the Haku.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do if you take it? Yeah, well, I guess you Renchan, but the hand's still quite slow. I think I would have liked to still take it. There's a free so for Fuminon.
Oh my god. ZG Ray, not really too much to fight for here. Just get out of the Hanchan and maybe get some points while you're at it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can really expect.
Ishan 10 for Fuminon. Ishan 10 for Lursa as well.
I wonder how often you see him
Last-
just wait on the Chun.
I think decently often. The issue is if you don't have Pinfu and you just have the Riichi with the Aka, it's not enough to overtake if you run
Yep.
one of the other 2 players.
Tenpai.
Oh, there's Tenpai. Chun 3-man Shampon does Riichi. Okay, oh no, oh, it's over.
That is
Some very unfortunate timing.
just another.
Yeah, Lursa. Oh my god, Lursa did get Tenpai for Riichi Aka, and with the Riichi stick that Fuminon threw in, it would have been enough to overtake. But yeah, just unfortunate that the Chun was the winning tile.
Yeah, not much you can do, but big win for Fuminon and JCU Mahjong Fight Club B. Plus 75 will help them out a lot. Lursa keeps the second, even with the deal in at the end. For all in, ZG picks up the third for Tanya Sensation, Rino, and a fourth for all in. So we'll see if we get Fuminon in for an interview. We have pinged them.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't have the log link.
Yeah, that's a lobby link. Yeah, that was a very, very interesting Hanchan.
Yeah, a lot of massive hands towards the end.
Yeah, it started off with just a little bit of a back and forth with the point shifting around a bit, and then yeah, it just sort of really opened up in the south round. While we wait, I will quickly go through the games that we have got through already. If I can find my tab. Yeah. Okay, so in the schedule here, you have to bear with me. I got it all zoomed in because people were complaining the other day. So we see a win for Shinki and the Sanshoku Musketeers in game 1. A win for Kweitio and Shinjin Club in game number 2, so they will continue their winning race and looks of things. Papakak picked up a win for the Kohaku Sages in Game 3, and then Game 4 was our game here with Fuminon and JCU Mahjong Fight Club B. I don't think we've got the last game in yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So we haven't heard from Fuminon. So I will try and grab the other game that's still going.
Yeah, and I forgot if we mentioned it before this game started. The one game that we missed in the first set of Hanchans, Eyes Feel from Kohaku Jester did manage to take it first.
Yes, correct. Yep. That game didn't come in until after we'd gone to the break, so yeah. Well, the game seems to be finished because I can't open it.
Oh.
So we're just going to have to wait for the
Just
result
wait.
to come in. Yeah. So we'll give it a bit, I guess. In the meantime, we'll go back to here and bring up the standings for what we do have. Yeah, Shinjin Club now over to 400 points in first place. Kaku Sages with a good set of Hanchans stay in second. Yakinikuman in third, all in fourth. Despite that fourth they just took, I believe that was them. Ichiuchi Fingers, Tiny Sensation, Big Brown Snake, and Dong Kong Hong rounding out the top 8 for now.
I know. I think Lersa took a second.
Oh, was it a second? My mistake. Oh yeah, of course, you're right. Yep. It was I got it open here. I can have a look. Not that one. Kaku Jesters took the fourth. You are down in 13th at this point. Never mind, they're in 14th. Alright, we did just get the games through, so Lich for Jump Suji took first with a second from Yakinikuman, third for Furitan Double Reach, and fourth for Dong Kong Hong. So with all the scores in, this rounds out your top, well, your standings for halfway through this week. And we do have the standings chart here. Does that get updated automatically? It looks like it.
I don't know.
14? Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Magic. So yeah, if you're more of a visual person, there's 20 lines to look through on this chart, but there is sort of how things sit with that. I mean, you can see that there's the gaps between all the teams are pretty much uniform, really. You know, there's obviously an outright first and an outright last, but you can see how close things have been through basically the first half of the season. But yeah, we will wrap things up there for tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow with, I got the numbers here, table 3 and table 1. So, pretty exciting game. First off, with a couple teams around the cutoff and towards the bottom of the table, so we can see some shifting of points there. And then following up with table 1, Jump Suji, Luxhitters, Kohaku Jester, and Jenkins. Should be exciting.
And who will be commentating with you tomorrow?
Who will be commentating? I have not asked. I was going to check with Annie if he wants to jump back on. Is he playing? Question mark? No.
Nope.
So, I'll tear his arm to get on the stream. But if I can, I'll get someone on. I just have to check who wants to come on. Well, I'll check with Andy first because he hasn't been on since the first week. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. Cheers.
Thanks for having me. some very exciting games in hands.
They were, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll be back
As usual.
We'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. And yeah, no, I figured you could as well, otherwise, and I will remember that you are always available as well. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow.